Hello friends, it is time for a new monthly photography theme because time flies and it's already August. This month we are going back to the theme that I used last August because it's one of my favorites. Do you remember what it was? That's right, Ancient August. During Ancient August, it's my goal to use ancient gear, to evoke an ancient look or feel, to photograph ancient places, and anything else I can think of that has to do with ancient. You know me, I keep a pretty broad interpretation of my monthly themes. So saying ancient might be a little dramatic. I might be using gear from 5 or 10 years ago, but it seems ancient because so many new things have been introduced since then. Or I may be using something that is a bit older, like my 50mm f1.8 Series E manual focus lens for portraits. I might be photographing art from another time or place, or I might actually be at an ancient location like Wapatki National Monument or this ghost town where I even edited the photos to have a vintage kind of look. Or I may just be in my studio with new gear, but I style myself as the model in fashion of another era. This is one of my favorite photography themes for a few reasons. I like the idea of using older gear. I think we can all get caught up sometimes in the latest and greatest. The new announcements, the improvements in low light performance, and the ever-increasing number of megapixels. We end up thinking that we need the newest gear to make good photography. Like we couldn't possibly continue on with what we have. It's garbage. It's easy to forget that generations before us didn't have a gazillion megapixels. Their cameras couldn't see in the dark. They didn't even have autofocus. Gasp. But they managed to take great photos. Photos that we see in museums and in books today. So there's that. I like the challenge. The challenge isn't so much the actual use of the old gear. It's more making myself use it that is the challenge. I also like pulling inspiration for the concept or the styling of a photo shoot from other times. I don't know if you've noticed, but I take a lot of photos of myself, and I cannot do the same thing every time. I take inspiration from everywhere to keep it fresh. That might mean that I look at fashions of a different time, or I might look at the lifestyle or the aesthetics in general. The sky is the limit. I love the challenge of sticking to a theme each month. You always come up with interesting things that surprise me, and I have a few ideas in mind for this month. A couple photo shoots, couple places that I'd like to visit. I should say that one of the first things you'll see from me this month is a review of a brand new camera. But I will be doing a studio shoot with the camera that does fit into this theme. So everyone, subscribe and follow me here and on social media so that you can see all of it. I'll be tagging my images as Ancient August, and I hope that you do the same. That way I will be able to find your adventures with this month's theme. I'll be back later this week with that review I mentioned, plus a few other goodies.